1 weekend left, and a quarter of the Kelly Cup playoff spots are waiting to be filled. We'll check out whose good seasons led to all-league recognition, and one of the most successful coaches in league history talks about his current situation. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and the best way to enjoy it is by watching ECHL Week right now.
Welcome to another edition of ECHL Week. This time we come to you from the North Charleston Coliseum in North Charleston, South Carolina, home of the South Carolina Stingrays and a lot of terrific hockey fans. ECHL teams have played 938 games this regular season, and with just 33 of them left in the final weekend of the schedule, playoff spots are still up for grabs. The Mountain Division teams, if not their places, are set. Tulsa, Idaho, Utah, and Kansas City will start postseason play next week. In the South Division, Florida, Orlando, and Jacksonville are waiting to see whether South Carolina or Atlanta will be joining them when the playoffs start. 3 teams in the Central Division are moving on: Cincinnati, Toledo, and Kalamazoo. 1 of Fort Wayne, Wheeling, or Indy will also qualify. But the North Division, that's where most of the drama will be in the season's final few days. Newfoundland and Adirondack have reserved their seats at the Kelly Cup playoffs table, but 4 of the remaining 5 teams play on Sunday, the season's final day, and it might take until all those games are complete to know which teams will oppose the Growlers and Thunder in the first round of the postseason. Brampton is one of the teams involved in this race. Here's Beast coach Colin Chalk.
At this point, the guys know what they need to do. I know what they need to do. We just have to go and do it. We're in a great spot right now. The message is let's just keep playing. We're going to come to the rink in flip-flops, and what that means is spring and summer is here.
Maine coach Riley Armstrong gives his thoughts about the situation.
Yeah, I felt that our season's definitely had a lot of peaks and valleys through our first year, but I think it's just having a short memory. I know we have a lot of young guys on this team that have played a lot of minutes, but I still think that in these pressure type games that we're in right now, they need to raise their level of compete and just work a little bit harder, and I think it'll push us over the top.
Alex Lowe, who's breathing a bit easier now that his Thunder has wrapped up its 4th straight playoff appearance, is just about set for the 2nd season.
If you said to me in October we'd be in 2nd place in our division and the second to last weekend of the season, you think you'd take it in a heartbeat. So we're in a good spot. We just have to finish the job here.
Hi, I'm Joe Cox from Florida Everblades, and you're watching ECHL Week.
Time for our news segment. Let's check out what's happening throughout the ECHL. A flashy home record has helped the Cincinnati Cyclones to their 2nd Brabham Cup, given to the team with the best record in the regular season. Cincy also won the award in 2008, a year in which it also won the Kelly Cup. Heading into the season's final weekend, the Cyclones have a chance to tie the ECHL record for most home wins and fewest regulation home losses in a season. Atlanta's Jeff Pyle has hit another milestone. He's now reached 1,000 games coached in the ECHL, just the 3rd man to reach that mark. Earlier this season, he became only the 2nd coach to achieve 500 victories while behind an ECHL bench. And Toledo has become the 4th league member to record 1,000 victories. The Walleye reached the mark in an overtime victory against Cincinnati last Sunday. The total includes wins accrued by the Storm, who played from 1991 through 2007.
A look at the 2018-19 All-League teams when ECHL Week continues.
For savings on the ice, go with Braden Holtby. For savings off the ice, go with Geico, proud partner of the NHL.
I'm Matt Thomas of your Cincinnati Cyclones, and you're watching ECHL Week.
9 teams are represented in the All-League first and second teams as voted on by ECHL coaches, broadcasters, media relations directors, and media. Named to the first team, Michael Hauser of Cincinnati, who leads the ECHL with a 2.16 goals against average, is second with 28 wins, and fourth with a .921 save percentage. Caleb Herbert of Utah is fourth in the ECHL in points and tied for fifth with 31 goals. His 28 power play points are third overall. Adam Pleskach of Tulsa leads the ECHL with 37 goals, is tied for the league lead with 13 power play goals, and is third with 71 points. The Cyclones' Jesse Schultz earns league honors for the second straight season. He leads the league with 58 assists and 80 points. Eric Knodel, also from Cincy, was on the All-ECHL second team a year ago. He's tops among defensemen with 17 goals and 51 points. Matt Petgrave of Brampton is tied for 8th among defensemen with 40 points in just 50 games. His +25 rating is tied for 8th. On the second team, Thomas Scholl of Idaho has 3 shutouts in 37 games, and his 25 victories are tied for 4th in the league. Joe Cox of Florida is tied for the ECHL lead with a +46 rating and has posted 61 points in 55 games this season. Chris McCarthy of Reading ranks second in the league with 53 assists and 72 points. He's played in all 70 of the Royals games this season. Zach O'Brien of Newfoundland is 13th in the scoring race in just 50 games, and he's tied for third with 7 game-winning goals. Matt Register of Toledo earns all ECHL honors for the 5th time in his career. He's third among defensemen with 46 points. And Derek Shepard of Florida has 6 power play goals, tied for first among rookie defensemen and tied for second among all blue liners. 6 players who have been consistent all season have been named to the league's all-rookie team. Thomas Scholl of Idaho is tied for the ECHL lead with a .928 save percentage and ranks 3rd in the league in goals against average. Chris Collins of Kalamazoo is tied for first among rookies with 64 points, and he leads the ECHL with 10 shorthanded points. Stephen Yacobelis of Wichita is 3rd in rookie scoring with 61 points and is 2nd among first-year players with 18 power play assists. Miles Powell of Cincinnati leads ECHL rookies and is tied for 6th overall with 30 goals, and his +45 ranks number 2 in the league. Alex Breton of Allen is tied for 4th among rookie defensemen with 39 points. His 14 goals are tied for first among all ECHL blue liners. Derek Shepard of Florida is tied for first among rookie defensemen with 14 goals and is 3rd among first-year D-men with 40 points. The league also handed out 2 special awards. The Community Service Award, presented to a player who goes above and beyond in this area, goes to Newfoundland's Zach O'Brien. And the league's Sportsmanship Award is given to Adirondack captain James Henry.
2 teams battling for a playoff spot, and a returning coach talks about his new situation. Next on ECHL Week.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the right seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Hi, I'm James Henry of the Adirondack Thunder, and you're watching ECHL Week.
We conclude our Meet the New Coaches series this season with Jeff Pyle, who actually is returning to the team where he started in the ECHL, kind of. His first team was the Mobile Mystics, which moved and became the Gwinnett Gladiators in 2003. Pyle left in 2011, but returned to the renamed Atlanta Gladiators this season and has his team on the cusp of a playoff spot, which has happened just once in the last 5 years.
You know, coaches, they never really have a master plan. Bottom line, we kind of run into some circumstances that were beyond our control, but it would have been easy for everybody to quit and make excuses, but I didn't. I told the guys, you can win with anybody at any time, and we bought into that, and we kind of went on a streak to get us back into it. And if anybody would have asked me if this is where we would be right now, I don't really think I would have said yes, but you always hope that it'll happen, and I'm just proud of the guys for how hard they work.
He's noticed differences in players between his first go-round in the ECHL and today.
It's a little tougher to coach now. Everybody's really opinionated. They're taught skill, and down at this level, I think skill's way overrated. You need to be smart. You need to play good defensively. You need to play a little grittier, because these guys that are in the ECHL are not going up, and I hope I'm not surprising anybody here, but they're not going up to play on the top two lines. They got to be role players. They've got to earn their spots, and then if they take somebody's spot, that's how it works, and that's what I'm trying to sell to these guys.
Pyle relishes his role as a teacher, but not just about breakouts and penalty-killing schemes.
I think before I was more of a teacher. Like, to me now it's more about, teaching them the way the world is now. I want them to be good people. I want them to understand the commitment in life to each other, the commitment to whatever you're doing, whatever job it is. If you're not giving 100%, you're going to struggle at it. So that's been the biggest thing to me, is trying to make these guys understand how important everybody they touch is, everybody they're involved with is, and just, the relationships that they're going to build as they go.
In adding to his coaching repertoire since his first time with the Gladiators, he has a straightforward message to convey to his players.
I do things that a lot of coaches don't do. I like to get involved with the guys as far as getting to know them, show them that I'm human, talk to them quite a bit. I stay involved with a lot of humor with the guys so that they understand that it is a game of fun. In the end, you're still playing a game, and some coaches take this game way too serious, and they put way too much emphasis on how important they are. Me as a coach, it's send the right message, be simple, work hard, do the little things well, and then if I can stay out of their way, they'll be successful.
Hi, I'm Garrett Bartis of the Greenville Swamp Rabbits, and you're watching ECHL Week.
This is my new friend Clyde from the College of Charleston. Hi, Clyde. He's a hockey fan too. Now it's time for our highlight game of the week.
Good push early on. Drew Callan at the side of the net trying to jam it home. See by Patterson. Puck back to the point. Quick little shot. Score! Callan bangs home the rebound. A cannon gives and a score by Brampton. Levens. Blocker Sada. Mitch Gillum. Cornell over the line to Callan. His shot. Score! Drew Callan makes it 2-1. He goes top shelf. Oh boy, Barry had the goaltender down and out, but Patterson able to recover. Juker off a drive, tipped in front, score! Barnes! A face-off win deep in the Worcester zone. Racine gets Brampton back within one. And we've got a shootout here in Worcester. Goudreau. Down low to Barnes, back to Manny on top left circle, now to Cornell. In between the circles, center guard, down low to Almeida. Almeida to Cornell, a blast. Score! Mike Cornell! And now a penalty upcoming here to Worcester, and the Beast score. And now the Beast, Ciampini. Down the right side, Ciampini. Cutting across, score. Wow. And the Beast control it. Flip it in the Worcester zone. Ciampini, score. A minute to go here in the third period. Beast fire into the empty net and a score. 7-4. 7-4. The Beast, a winner here this afternoon.
That wraps up another edition of ECHL Week from North Charleston, South Carolina. Thanks for watching. Make sure to follow us on all our social media channels. The best ways to keep up to date on everything that's going on throughout the ECHL. I'm Barry Schickling. See you next time.